Hey, it's Holly over at Green Time Workshop. Well, today I'm going to be making a goat's milk soap, but not just any goat's milk soap. We're going to make it with embedded loofahs. This is a loofah. I actually grow these. Loofahs are gourds. They look like giant zucchinis, but this is what's inside them. So what we do is we cut up the loofahs and you get little pieces like this, okay? And they go in the molds. Now, first thing we have to do is we have to get our lye water ready. But it's not actually water, it's goat's milk. You'll see this is goat's milk and I have it frozen into little cubes. You have to keep it very, very cold, otherwise the lye will just scald it and burn it. So we start out with a few of our goat's milk ice cubes. And then this is our lye, our sodium hydroxide. Now, normally everyone would be wearing gloves, safety glasses, aprons. I have the aprons, I have the glasses, I'm not wearing the gloves. Because gloves to me, they just drive me crazy. So no gloves today. All right, so I'm gonna start sprinkling on some of the sodium hydroxide. And I wanna gently move it around, okay, to start getting that melting. But you have to be very careful when you're moving it around because you don't want it to splash. And then I'm gonna start adding more cubes of the goat's milk in here. And then add a little bit more of the lye. Give it a stir, and you want to kind of keep stirring this. One good thing about having it frozen too, less fumes. You always want to be in a well-ventilated area anyway when you're mixing lye with any kind of liquid. So you can see how fast these are melting down. Because we don't want this goat's milk to get hot. We want to keep it under 90 degrees so it does not scald. Just keep adding them, adding them, adding them. So they're all in here. Okay. So we have all of our goat's milk in here. We still have a little bit of lye that's going to go in there. So next, let's talk about our oils. Okay, this is all the oils that we're going to use. This is coconut oil, shea butter, kokum butter, olive oil, and castor oil. That is it. This is actually our fragrance oil. I'm using a fragrance oil today instead of essential oils, but this is phthalate free, it's paraben free, and there's also nothing creepy from the California Prop 65 list on it. Okay, and then the one thing I'm going to be doing a little bit different, I have a colorant. But normally I would put the colorant into my oils here after I put the lye water in there. But this time I'm actually going to stick it in with the fragrance oil. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because I did it accidentally before and I ended up with really cool looking soap. I'm going to see if it's going to do it again. So it was a happy little accident that I had. So let's see if we can reproduce it. I won't know until the soap is completely cured though. So we will see, but I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna add the rest of that lye all in here. And we're just gonna keep kind of stirring this around until we can get all of those goat milk cubes to melt down. I'm gonna give this a little bit of a stir. Okay. So now we're just waiting for ice to melt. It's like watching paint dry. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, now we have our goat's milk. Ice cubes are all melted down on the line. I'm gonna take a quick temperature of that and see where it's at. It's at 78 degrees, so I kept it nice and cold. And then this is our oil, which is at 80 degrees, which is perfect. You want your lye water and your oils to be within 10 degrees of each other. And this is a cold process soap and we've definitely kept it cold. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be putting the lye water or goat's milk lye water, whatever you want to call that. This is going to go into the oils. We're going to mix it up and then we're going to add in our fragrance oil that has the colorant already in it. A little bit opposite what I did. And then we're going to be pouring it right into these molds that already have the little loofahs setting in it. It looks like a little ghost face, if you can see that. Okay, all right. We have our stick blender, and we are ready to roll. So, in goes our goat's milk. It's gonna all go in there. Do that without getting any of it on me. I'm gonna take my stick blender, give that a quick blend up. Now I don't want this to get thick because I've got to get it into molds and I want it to go in there. You see this blue that I got in here? What I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna scrape out a little bit more of this out of it. This is where you could use another hand. I got this though. All right. There we go. Got that around. All right. This is mixed up as I want to get that. And now I need to quickly get this into the molds before this starts getting thick. Because as soon as it starts getting thick, I'm not going to be able to pour it over those loofahs. And it's going to go right in. Whoop, and then dribbling. And I can always scrape these molds afterwards, so any of these little over pours like that, I'm not concerned with at all. There we go. And you just keep going, keep going. Like I said, you want to do this at a decent clip just because as it sits in here, it's going to start to get thicker. And if it's too thick, it's not going to go in and get into those loofahs. There we go. And as far as this color goes, it'll either stay this blue or it's going to get these weird polka dots in it like it did last time. And that's what I'm actually hoping for. Okay, almost got them all. Whoop. All right, that one wasn't quite full. One thing I can kind of do, see how I did all this spilling over here? Watch what I'm gonna do. Just gonna take it, let it get over into that, just like that. Fill up this last one. This one's a little too full. That's okay. But we're looking good. Get that kind of back in here. Like I said, once these harden up, then they can be all cleaned up. But for right now, it's a little messy, but that's okay. That one, this one. It already smells really, really good. Okay, so all we're doing now, it's going to have to sit and wait to cure, and then in about 2 days, be able to pop them up and clean them out. All right, this is goat's milk soap with embedded loofahs. Thanks for watching. So here's our finished product. They sat in the mold for 2 days. And then you just pop them out, and using those silicone molds, it makes it really easy. You can see the embedded loofah that's in there, and they already smell amazing. Now these will sit and cure for about 3 weeks before they're sold, because the longer a bar sits out, the drier it gets, the harder it gets, the longer it lasts. Then when you do use them, you'll notice that you'll have this great little loofah in there that can help scrub and exfoliate. So there you have it. This is a goat's milk soap with the embedded loofah. Thanks for watching.